Once upon a time, in a small town, there was a young girl named Mia. Mia was a bright and curious girl. She had a big dream. She wanted to speak English fluently. However, she faced a challenge. Mia did not have anyone to practice speaking English with. Her friends spoke different languages, and she often felt lonely. She sat in her room, listening to English songs and watching English movies, but she wanted to do more. She felt frustrated because she wanted to speak, but she did not know how. One sunny afternoon, Mia decided to search for ways to improve her English. She opened her laptop and began to browse the internet. After a little while, she found something interesting. It was a technique called imitation. This technique promised to help people learn to speak English by themselves. Mia felt a spark of hope. She read that imitation is not just about repeating words, it is about listening and understanding. It is about expressing ideas in your own way. This sounded perfect for her. Excited about her discovery, Mia decided to try this technique. She looked for a short story online. After a few minutes, she found a lovely tale about a little girl who loved to explore the world around her. Mia listened carefully to the story. She focused on the words and the way the speaker expressed feelings. When the story finished, Mia closed her eyes and imagined the girl's adventures. She pictured the girl walking through a beautiful forest filled with colorful flowers and singing birds. After a moment, Mia began to speak about the story in her own words. Once there was a girl who liked to go on adventures. She loved exploring the forest. She found many beautiful flowers and made new friends. At first, it felt strange to speak alone, but she continued. Every time she repeated the story, she felt more confident. With each practice, she learned new words and phrases. She started to remember idioms and expressions that made her sentences sound more natural. As Mia practiced, she noticed something amazing. She began to understand how sentences were formed. She learned how to connect her thoughts more clearly. This was a big step for her. She realized that by imitating others, she was learning grammar without even trying. It was like magic. She was not just memorizing rules, she was naturally picking them up. One day, Mia decided to push herself further. Instead of imitating small parts of the story, she listened to a longer speech about kindness. The speaker talked about how small acts of kindness can change the world. After the speech, Mia paused for a moment. She took a deep breath and began to share the message in her own way. Being kind is very important. When we help others, we make the world a better place. Mia felt proud of her progress. She enjoyed using the technique of easy-to-hard imitation. At first, she imitated simple phrases. Then, she gradually moved to longer sentences. Each time, she felt a sense of achievement. She even recorded herself speaking. When she listened to her recordings, she could hear her improvement. This helped her see where she could do better. Mia also loved the flexibility of this method. She did not have to stick to just one type of material. Sometimes, she imitated dialogues from her favorite movies. Other times, she listened to podcasts about topics she loved, like animals and travel. Each time, she found joy in expressing herself. She felt like she was having conversations, even if she was alone in her room. One afternoon, Mia had a brilliant idea. She decided to invite her friends over for a movie night. She chose an English movie that she loved. Everyone came over, and they enjoyed the film together. After the movie, they sat in a circle and discussed the story. Mia felt excited to share her thoughts. Using her imitation technique, she expressed her opinions clearly. "I think the main character is brave. She faces many challenges, but she never gives up." Her friends listened attentively and praised her for her improvement. Mia felt a sense of belonging. She realized that learning English was not just about speaking well, it was also about connecting with others. She began to dream of traveling to English-speaking countries. She wanted to share her stories and learn from new friends. The thought excited her more than anything. As weeks passed, Mia's confidence soared. She decided to take her practice a step further. She joined an online language exchange group. In this group, she could speak with others who wanted to learn English too. At first, she felt nervous to meet new people. But she remembered her practice with imitation. During her first meeting, Mia listened carefully to everyone. She noticed how they spoke and expressed their thoughts. She imitated their speech patterns and phrases. Slowly, she started to speak herself. "Hello. My name is Mia. I love learning English. I want to improve my speaking skills." To her surprise, everyone welcomed her warmly. They shared their own stories and encouraged her to keep practicing. Mia learned the importance of community. She realized that speaking English was not just a personal goal, it was about sharing experiences. As she continued to practice, she became more fluent. She felt empowered to express her thoughts and ideas. She started to feel like she truly belonged. Months later, Mia stood in front of her classmates for a big presentation. She felt excited and a little nervous, but she was ready. She spoke clearly and confidently about her journey to learn English. "I learned through imitation. I listened to stories, practiced speaking, and shared my thoughts with others. This helped me grow as a speaker." Her classmates applauded her, and she felt a wave of happiness wash over her. Mia's story is a reminder that learning a language can be a joyful adventure. With dedication and the right techniques, anyone can improve their speaking skills. So, if you ever feel alone in your language journey, remember Mia. You can imitate, express, and connect, just like she did. And who knows? One day, you might inspire others with your story too. As the seasons changed in Mia's town, so did her confidence and her abilities. She continued to practice, learn, and grow. She knew that the journey of learning English would never truly end. Each day brought new opportunities and challenges. With her heart full of hope and her mind open to new ideas, Mia looked forward to what the future would bring. She had a dream, and she was determined to chase it.